Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the LA Chargers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to Week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
If I'm playing quarterback against this team, after what I saw on film where they had 5 picks last week, all I'm thinking about is taking care of the football, being very careful with it, and making sure I see my guys open before I throw it.
I might curl up in the fetal position.
That's not a bad idea.
I don't think he's going to do that. A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. A 4th down, so the Chargers trot out J.K. Scott. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Williams to return. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted on the first play of the game. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. For a pick 6 on the first play of the drive. And, Charles, we have our first points of the game, making it 6-0.
And while it's only 6 points in the first quarter, it certainly takes a lot of pressure off of them, doesn't it? They're in the lead. They have control. Now they just want to settle in and play their game and defend that advantage.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From the end zone, here comes Williams. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover and put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. It's caught inside the 25. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 44 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. His third rushing touchdown of the year, number 6 overall. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Pacheco gets it and tries the left side. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Again, it's Pacheco. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra extra pep in their step, you go to them early and often.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On first down, Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Here's Mahomes to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
That's an early scrambler that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're riding a 2-game winning streak in this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much, don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your players.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. There he goes, left side. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is. And all.
Touchdown, Chargers! From a yard out, and the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They use their fullback in pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having
and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. It's complete to Williams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it?
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to add on to their first half lead. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Well, Mahomes finding his burner Hardman for the KC first.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try to wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Hey, 43, 15.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Mahomes going to throw. Right back to Tony. He's got another one. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run this one in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and run for it. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. This will be caught at about the 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to look deep down the field. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for KC, and even 50 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing now is Mahomes. And now here is another interception. And the Chargers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Third and long, it's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. There he goes, right side. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's airing it out for Williams. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. His throw incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Finding Hardman here over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. Mahomes to throw once more. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a throw here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return is Williams. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. From midfield, here's Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say, we'll take it. But the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Charger drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. That is caught. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the fourth quarter. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Pacheco once again. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack. And this one is right down the middle. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Trailing in the 4th, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these 2 offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses. Hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 18. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he had won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Rashawn Slater, first-round pick in 2021, guilty there. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Justin Reed. Just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there forever. That's one that you go to bed dreaming about as a defender, because that's about as easy as they come.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. He'll buy some time. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Herbert now to throw. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
And this is good from 57 yards out. As bombs away right there. Also a career-long kick for the veteran Charles.
What he just got done there. We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing and bang that one through.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes will throw. And that is incomplete.
I think we're both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. They come up now on 2nd and 2. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's 1st down. Mahomes. That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
A little more than 40 seconds to play. Now 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the 1st down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Mahomes. Quickly to Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 30. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. Here's Mahomes. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was a big shot for the end zone. You've still got a little bit of time here. You have to expect we'll see another. And remember, no timeouts left. So if you throw it short of the end zone and you're tackled, that's going to be the ball game.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here comes 2nd down. Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the 2-point conversion.
Throw the 2-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
One final try for Mahomes. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That's caught. And, oh, he stops short of the goal line, and the defense celebrates as they've won the football game. Wow, partner, let's take